wasting time, feeling lost. The visions I see of you is the cost. Broken dreams, lost ideals. Someone help me find out what is real. I want to tell you I'll be right here, even in the darkest times you fear. Say you're finding yourself, but if it's meant to be, darling, why do you have to fly free? I could stay with you, I would support your dreams and give you everything you need. Memories played like reels inside an empty hall of thoughts and feels. Lost in fog, cannot see. The road ahead is all unknown to me. I should have told you I'd be right here. There is no need to shed a single tear. Say you're finding yourself, but if it's meant to be, darling, why do you have to fly free? I could stay with you, I would support your dreams and give you everything you need. Oh, memories of us play in my head. The best of them are better left unsaid. Time passes by without you here. I'm starting to feel you disappear. Say you're finding yourself, but if it's meant to be, darling, why do you have to fly free? I could stay with you, I would support your dreams and give you everything you need. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Music Monday. First question off the bat. Is anyone else hearing that crackling, or is that just me? I'm gonna quickly check my drivers very quickly and make sure that everything is functioning as intended. Drivers are up to date. Firmware's up to date. That makes no sense. Okay. Give me one quick second, chat. You might lose a bit of audio for a second, but that's all right. Okay, there we go. Should be fixed now. Anyways. Welcome on in, chat. Why on earth did my camera freeze like that? That's embarrassing. Welcome on in, Solar. Welcome on in, Cutie. How are you guys doing today? Guys, I haven't been able to properly address this yet, but... No, we're going to ignore it. We're going to ignore it. Give me one quick second. I was in the middle of literally reaching for my mixer when it freeze-framed on me. That's embarrassing. We're going to ignore that, and we're going to move on. Okay, for some reason, this does not want to work. Why don't you want to work? If I flip you there, hit OK, and if I flip you back to the webcam, are you going to work? Yes? No? Okay, now you're just making the audio... Okay, seriously though, can anyone hear that audio distortion, or is that just me? Please tell me this is just me thing. I would rather it be just a me thing than... Oh, there we go. Well, it's back. That's beautiful, Katie. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Welcome on in, everyone, to Music Monday. We've got a decent couple of things that we're going to be doing today. The main thing that I wanted to do was work on a Sleep Token cover. I know last week or so, either last week or the week before, we were working on 2 Sleep Token covers, or not Sleep Token, Good Kid covers. And unfortunately, those were due today, and I did not get them done. I've been a little too busy with Fatebreaker stuff in the background, as well as Adventurous Tales and Batman Protocol stuff in the background as well. So it just, as much as I really, really wanted to do it, unfortunately, I just couldn't get around to doing it. I had too much stuff on my plate. And just back, just watched one of my younger brothers named Lennox, who's 5, graduation video, and it was funny. Aw, those are always funny. I was sitting in call and I was watching some old, some like really old like camcorder videos with my friends the other night. It was really funny. We found out that Bug likes to just stare into the camera. He'll, as a baby, he would grab the camera, and we were like, yeah, no, the vlog life is born, was made for you. It shows you. That's why you're a YouTuber now. No, but seriously, welcome on in, everyone. Guys, we finally hit 400 followers on Twitch and 500 subscribers on YouTube, which means we have officially hit the milestones in order to do the custom cocktail stream. That is I cannot believe that we hit that marker. Genuinely, I am so thankful to everyone. Thankful to everyone who has stopped by and supported the channel in some way. It genuinely means a lot, and holy crap. I am just incredibly thankful. So yes, I am planning that stuff out now. I'm getting my drink orders together. I am preparing to make another, Sorry, I got distracted by the camera. Why is the camera... What? Okay, camera's steady now. I think this webcam's dying, guys. I might need to get a new one. No, but, I'm getting my drink orders prepared. I'm planning to make both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, so I've got to consider what I get and what I need to replace with. So that's on the docket. I won't make them all virgin cocktails. I might try and make at least some of them, because like I've got a strawberry tequila sunrise on the drawing board that I want to try and use, and I think it could work. But I'm like, it would be cool as a mocktail, but there's no guarantee that I can make it as a mocktail. I'll look at like some recipes online. I'll see what I can find. But yeah. So yeah, that's the really big milestone that we hit. We hit that on Saturday during our Fatebreaker stream, but unfortunately I couldn't really address it then and there because I was sort of locked in on lore, and I was trying not to steer too off because it was the first session. But seriously, speaking of which, the beginning of Fatebreakers, holy crap, that was amazing. If you guys weren't there for that, please go watch the VOD. It's going up on the VOD channel, as well as it's permanently up on the main channel as well. This server, we have such a story to tell. Okay, this is bothering me. This is really bothering me right now. Give me a second. There's like genuinely a really good story to tell here that friends Kiki and I have been working on. And the beauty of it is that we intentionally wrote it to not be set in stone. We wrote it for the idea that we give our players the ability to make their own choices, and it's incredible. And there we go, it's frozen again. Perfect. Okay, we might just roll this stream without a face cam, in all honesty. I'm not liking this. But yeah, no, it's a super exciting story, and I highly recommend tuning into it. It's gonna be so fun. But for now, we have some stuff to go over on the music side of things, shall we? Sorry, give me a second. I'm pulling together my notes here of what we worked on last time versus what we have not shared. So, I feel like it's probably a good place to start with my most recent finished project. Actually, let me go ahead and get mini meters up. I like having mini meters up. Just eat the face cam? Oh, I'm about to. I am 100% about to. Okay. Let's go and let's pause the music. As much as I love the music, music's got to go off. Okay. So, I figure it's probably best to start off at the very, at where we are currently, which is we have a new album release coming up. It is confirmed we have a new release next month. And it is, Soulcrafter's official soundtrack. So the light lore based SMP that I've been playing on for the past I want to say it's 10 months at this point, 11 months. No, it's 10 months. That I've been playing on for the last 10 months, where we've been building El Dorado, where we have been having this story about what it means to be a soul, or to have a soul, I should say. That story is coming to an end on August 18th. That will be the last day that I will stream on the server, and the server will be closed after that. With that, I've been working very, very hard over the past 5 months to get a soundtrack out for it. And what that entails is having a track for each of the current Soulcrafters, and having a bit of world exploration tracks as well. So that will be releasing August 14th. That is official. I just got it confirmed, not today, but the other day. Oh yeah, it's actually here. It's very, very exciting. And then also, for anyone who's curious, here is what the album cover looks like, done by the amazing Roxel Blue, who is very talented. This is all of the Soulcrafters as we currently are. So, genuinely a really fun server, and I've had a lot of good times on it. So I really wanted to sort of cement it with my own imprint, and this is the way I knew how. So let's go and let's take a listen to this epilogue track that I wrote. If you remember last week, or whenever we did a Music Monday, I don't believe we did it last week because I think we streamed on Tuesday instead, or something. I forget. Either way, we were talking about epilogues and how just launch your face cam across the room and slam it actually works. I don't think... Unfortunately, I cannot say that works. I think right now it's just an issue of the face cam is literally, I think, 10 years old at this point. I do kind of need to get rid of it. I do need a way better face cam. But, you know. But for those of you who were here for our last music stream, we were talking about the idea of credit tracks. And we were talking about the idea of like epilogue tracks and how they're supposed to be something that that the person listening should reflect on, or should like sort of, it's not meant to be in your face, it's not meant to be grand, it's meant to be something that's just sort of subtly helping you digest the story that you just heard. And they give a few examples, and from that I actually wrote another piece in my off time, and this is what the epilogue for Soulcrafter sounds like. There is no story tied to it, it's just an epilogue. Make sure everything's running good. You'll notice this track is very bare, and that's intentional. There's only 8 instruments here. Seconds remind me of when I used to listen to calm music to fall asleep when I was like 3. It is one of those tracks. It's meant to feel that way, yeah. I really wanted to focus on like that soft feeling, that simplicity. I think that's really what makes this track so good. That's what makes this particular ending track very meaningful. Because it's like, yeah, we can give it like a very grand finale, but it's like whenever you reach the climax of something, you have to have something to follow. Because it's like whenever we're talking about like story writing in particular, there's always like the exposition, the climax, and then like the ending. It's always a down, up, down, like a resolution. And so for this, I feel like Truths Revealed is a really good climax track, and I really wanted to emphasize that like it is the climax and this is the end. So having a soft outro like this is enough to help convey the idea of, okay, story's done. This is now just the wrap up. It's the summary of everything combined, which I really like. It's a really good track, and I really like the chords I put in here. I don't quite remember exactly what the chord progression is. For the music nerds out there, here's the sheet music if you really want. But this is more something that I felt that I was feeling out more than anything else. It's like what, a G major into a B, I think? B over D into a C major. I believe this is the B. Yeah, B major again. A major, another C, and then this is a D flat major, I want to say? Or no, it's a B minor. I don't remember. What is that? Oh, cool. My keyboard's not working. That's great. That's fantastic. It's not like I wanted to use it today or anything. Yeah. Oh, well. It's not working. Yeah, I was just really experimenting with chords, and I wanted to find something that sounded kind of melancholic, but also kind of eerie in a way. So that was really the driving factor of what brought the song to life. And I actually really, really like the chords. I like how they fall on this instrument as well. This is the Dream Bureau ARP, I believe. An instrument that we consistently use throughout the soundtrack. The keyboard and face cam hit you. Yeah, no, it's bad. I don't know why my setup is rebelling against me, but you know. But yeah, no, I really like it. It's a really pretty sound. And so yeah, we have this run throughout, and then we have the melody down here. Do 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 do. It was just me sort of playing around, and I think that was like the second variation of the melody that I came up with, but I really liked it, so I kept it. Overall, though, like there's not much to go over for this track. That's kind of just how it's built. I will say though, one thing that I really wanted to strive with across this whole soundtrack was I really wanted the idea of I wanted to work more on my piano playing for this piece. So a lot of what we've written consists of piano written melodies and piano centered chords, because I really wanted to focus on that. Some of these tracks do vary a little bit, but I really wanted to focus more on leaning away from my arpeggiations unless it was kind of needed, which is why we only really have, I think, 3 arpeggiations in the soundtrack, or at least 3 main ones. Everything else is sort of written on its own. And even then, we turn off the arpeggiation pattern on some of them to manually put them in for a more interesting sound. So moving on, we have this track right here called The Drowned. It is based off of one of the Soulcrafters. And I went for more of an aquatic feel. I kind of leaned more on my roots with this one, going more for the Subnautica feel, which kind of is evident when you listen to it, but that's kind of what I wanted. So I think ultimately I'm pretty content with it. So let's take a listen to this track. I got a Kinger plush. Heck yeah. Dude, I keep seeing like so many like off-branded Kinger plushies, but specifically with him ripped. I'm like, man. I will say, I'll speak after this track actually. I will say the one thing that I wasn't entirely sure on this track, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but there's nothing I could do about it now, was this riser here. Because I'm like, it sounds a little harsh. It sounds a little weird where it's currently placed, but it does give a nice transition into the next piece. I can't deny that. It's just maybe if I had more time, because I think this track was, I wrote this Wednesday night or something? I forget. I was incredibly crunched on time. And I was trying my best to get everything done before Thursday in order to meet my deadline to make for publishing. So thankfully it did, but it left me with this really odd feeling of this particular sound. The track itself is really good, but this one transition just has me a little off. It's a little weird, and it's not entirely sitting right with me. So I really, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately, but you know, that's the state of things. Okay, I don't remember if we shared this one. I don't think we do, because I think this one might have been like one of the last three that was written. But I really like this track. This track is called The Phoenix. And originally I was planning to do something very big and grand. I was like, yeah, no, it's going to be epic. We're going to put like lots of orchestral elements in here. We're going to have it swell, and we're going to have it move through these really nice, beautiful chords. And then it hit me. I'm like, why the hell am I doing that? Like, that's not what this album is about. That's not what the sound is that I'm going for. So I went back to my roots with this one, and I actually started purely on piano, and that's where this track comes from. I do like this build-up. This build-up is really nice. It's not too in your face, but it's enough. Those chimes are beautiful. I'm so glad I had that sample. Yeah. I love that track so much. It turned out really well, because even though it wasn't exactly what I wanted, um, like in my head, I found a good compromise. I believe this is a really good compromise for having that like really grand feel, having those swells and those dynamic levels. I think this does a really good job at keeping those core elements without going completely overboard, like I was originally thinking. Putting brass in here and strings and woodwinds and all this insane stuff would have not kept the track at its core essential pieces. And I think that that is such an important part of why I write the way I do. I focus a lot on the sound of a soundtrack. Yeah, I will admit my soundtracks have a very overlapping sound to them. I use a lot of the same instruments, but there's always a different focal point of these soundtracks. Like, let's take a look at Deep Deep Space, for example. There are a lot of common instruments in Deep Space that also exist in other soundtracks, but it primarily focuses on its vocals and on its bass. Those are the two strongest elements of Deep Space that make it unique to itself. Worlds Beyond Our Own, for example, is a bit different. Worlds Beyond Our Own focuses more on its pads and its woodwind sounds. That's that is the defining factor of that soundtrack. Inside My World, for example, as well, the defining factor of that one would probably be its more worldly sound. The fact that it uses like more harp centric, more string centric instrumentation, and it gives it a more unique feel. And yes, all these soundtracks have stuff that overlap and mesh into each other, but there's always an element that make them unique and different from each other. This one in particular heavily relies on its piano. All these songs are peak still, so I'm really glad that people do like them and that people are just genuinely like fans of the work that I do. It really means a lot. And I know I am really hard on myself, but I try and give myself some grace when it comes to this, because I know that there's a lot of stress that comes with the job that I do. And I know that, but I try and balance it out with the mentality of it's art. Art is not meant to be criticized the way that I'm criticizing it. It's a very weird middle ground that I'm trying to convince myself doesn't should not exist. What's the next one do I want to work on? I don't think I've shared this one off yet. Have I? I don't think I've shown the support off either. Maybe I have. I don't remember. Yeah, Save the Phoenix track. I'm only sort of like glossing over the tracks because, in all honesty, I've worked so much on this album that I've started to dissociate and detox from it. Because, like, I spent all of Thursday and all of Friday listening to this album, trying to make sure. And when I mean all day, I mean all day. I slept maybe this past week, probably like 5 to 8 hours collectively across the week. That's how insane it's been. But this album in particular has taken a lot of the forefront of last week, and a lot of my teams have come to me and were like, "Hey, what you working on?" I'm like, "I'm focusing on a different project. I have to get it done this week." To the point where, yeah, I've sidelined some projects in order to get this one out, which I'm glad I did. It's done. It's off my plate. I can't do anything about this project now. It's out there. But because I spent so much time working on it in the past week, I have actually needed to like detox myself from it. So I've had people talking to me about like the album. I've sent it to the Soul Crafters, and I've sent it to my channel in the Soul Crafters Discord. By the way, if you're not part of that, what are you doing? But specifically, people like talk to me. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is my favorite track. I really like this moment," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about." Because I like, even though I know these tracks backwards and forwards, if you tell me one like a name, and you tell me like, "Oh, I really like this part about it," it's not going to come to mind. I haven't listened to any of this music since Friday, and I purposefully have like detoxed myself, and I probably won't listen to this music again until it comes out. I really don't want to, because I need to detox from it. It's like so like ingrained into my head, and it's been really affecting like my mental state to be thinking about 24/7. Time, sleep. Look, I'm trying, but there's work to get done. There is work to get done, and it very much needs to get done. So with that being said, here's another track. It's called The Jokester. I freaking ascended listening to Complexity. Broken Mirrors 2 is currently on the back burner right now. I have some other projects that are taking very high precedence over it, and I kind of need to figure that out. Okay, looks like we're back. I see a mistake that I made. Alright. It's fine. I will say there was a lot of challenges when it came to the end of this project. I found that when you need to write 16 different character themes and they all need to be unique and they all need to relate in some capacity to who they were originally based off of, you tend to get a little brain stuck. You tend to have a little bit of creative rut. So, this track in particular, I really relied more on the title than I did anything else. When it came to writing this, I knew I wanted... I think there were a couple variations where this track in particular just wasn't panning out the way I wanted to. It was taking more dark turns. It was taking more of a ominous and moody approach, and that's like, no. Why would I name a track like that sounds like this called The Jokester? So what I did was I took the name and I really sat on it just a little bit, small tiny bit. I sat on the name for a little bit, and I actually went to the drawing board of, I relied on my music theory to write this one in particular. I was like, okay, clearly I'm not getting anywhere with the general way that I approach music. So I did it the more, I don't want to say more traditional way, but technically I think that is the word that I think that is the word that's right. Where I looked at chord structures. I knew what I wanted for the song. I wanted it to be more of like a more upbeat, a more happy track. So I was like, okay, let's find like I think one of the first things I did was I found like a good instrument with a good rhythm to it. And I think that's what ended up being this track. No, this one. I like the instrument. Facecam no longer hates you? Well, you say that, it's gonna break somewhere in the middle of the stream and I'll just have to reset it. Because I just did that like 10 minutes ago or something. But okay, so this instrument in particular, I really liked. I just played a simple C. I think for this one in particular, I played like a C major. And I just let it go. And I was fiddling with it. I was like tweaking it until I got like a really nice instrument. And it was from there that I created the chord structure. Because I knew that for a song like this, I needed a chord structure with like that a bright sound to it. So I knew that it had to be a major. I knew that it had to be very I knew that it had to be very like standard in structure. So probably like 1, 3, 5, 6 are the chords I would have to use, which I believe I ended up using here. I believe this is 1. Whoops, hang on. I believe this is 1 right here. This is 5, 6, and then 3. Or no, 3? No. Yeah, that's definitely 5. That's 6. And I think this is 4, actually. Either way, so I really relied more on my music theory for this one than I did my intuition and my guts. And in the end, it did work. It was a good exercise in learning to not trust the the bad ideas that were coming out, because as much as I wanted to give in to them and I wanted to write something very generic and very boring, ultimately I found something that I really enjoyed because I took a different approach. Might not be the approach that I typically do, but finding something new just really helped in this case. Kind of mad at that Spain won the World Cup, but I'm also happy for them at the same time. I'm not mad at them. I think it was definitely very funny that I think everyone was sort of prepared for them to lose. I think I saw like scheduled tweets go out, and I'm like, I don't know if we should have done that. But it is what it is. It's the World Cup. It was fun while it lasted, and there were a lot of interesting moments that came from this year's World Cup. So let's see how it pans out in the future. I actually have something to talk about after 5 weeks of slowness. What's that? What's that, Cutie? But yeah, overall, I just really like the general vibes of this, especially when we hit. This instrument in particular just carries so much life of the track. But once we hit that bass line, I think that bass line's a really good one. Oh, no, it's over here. No, never mind. It's fun. It's bouncy. I liked it. Sure, it was a bit synthy for the track compared to everything else. Was very like kalimba, string based, and then like the piano. But I don't know. It was just fun. It was something different. And there's usually not very good basses that aren't synth. That's the ones that I find. But I just really liked how the rhythm. I liked how groovy it was. It worked. It worked, and I was glad. Because at this point in the game, I could not say no to a lot of things. I was running out of time, and I was running out of patience. So I'm glad that something panned out in the end for this track, because I was really worried about that track in particular. I was thinking of remaking some OC lore and design. Well, that'd be fun. Going back to the drawing board, especially for like the older characters. Actually, that ties into something that I can talk about here for this project in particular. Is this track here? I don't think it's here. I think I might have worked on too much stuff to pull it up. Let's see. This track. Yeah, we'll save it for now. It's fine. So originally when I was writing this soundtrack, I had like 4 tracks written, and I just wasn't sure of the direction that we were going in. I wasn't sure what the heck we were doing. So I wrote a track that I wasn't necessarily happy with, and that was sort of like just a rip-off of a different track that I wrote, thinking that it wouldn't do much, but ultimately, I think it did. So let me see. I don't think I have this track anymore. I think I actually got rid of it from every place I shared it because it was just that it was that flat for me. So what I ended up doing was I took the track that I wrote. I left it on the side for a little bit. I kept writing and writing until I found the idea that I wanted for the project. And eventually when I did, I looked back at that track in particular and was like, okay, this just does not fit. So I took it, I revamped it, and I made it into a better track. It worked, but ultimately it didn't fit the character design that I was originally intending it for. So that's the story on how we now have the Rebel and the new detective track. So this is a track of literally going back and rethinking the entirety of it. So I feel like, okay, let's play the old one very quickly. And I say the old one in quotations. It's going to be the track that's in the album, but under a different name. So this is what This is what the original detective track sounded like. And this is after several iterations and rewrites in order to make things sound a lot more coherent with the soundtrack. I'm sure we have it somewhere on the channel if you wanted to dive through the VOD archives of Music Mondays. And I'll explain what's different about this track, because I actually really like how I changed it. Music Mondays? Yeah, especially Nostalgia's a Beautiful Liar. What happened during that stream again? Remind me. That was a while ago. I can't remember what happened during that stream, but I remember it was somewhat eventful. Okay, so that track in particular used to be called The Detective. What I really didn't like about it was that the track felt really flat. It felt really stationary, and just that it didn't really do anything. And I wasn't really happy with it. So I went back to the drawing board, and I realized that as I kept building the track, I had a vision in mind for a different character. And so I started gearing it towards that character. This is the Rebel. The person that's based off of built a Viking village on the server. And so I was like, okay, I want to lean more into that Viking sound. So what I did was I found a hurdy-gurdy sample, which I put into the mix. That is a hurdy-gurdy. But also, I was really unhappy with the dynamics of it when I originally wrote it. And so we have now these areas where it's like we start out, like right here. We have these moments of movement. And then we have this moment of stillness. And then it builds up into the climax. Yeah, so I really liked that track, but I couldn't call it the Detective anymore. So I went back to the drawing board and I wrote a new track for the Detective. Especially because it was the first character track I wrote, I believe. I had no idea what I was doing at the time. I didn't have any vision set. I didn't have any goals or like structures for these tracks. So I went back and I rewrote it, and I really like how it became now. This is the Detective, the new one. I text my ex, 6'7", Z freaking Zorbs. Was that all that stream? I thought we were doing the Gethsemane cover that night. That all that went down. I know a lot happened. I know a lot happened. I just can't remember what streams it went down on. Frankly, during that time period, I was barely getting by. I was just living from day to day. I can't even remember. I would not be able to remember those days. It's kind of all a blur. What's going on with YouTube? For some reason, nothing is loading properly. Is anyone else having that problem? I know YouTube's kind of been on the fritz recently, and their servers have been kind of slow. But stream looks okay for me on my end. I have a separate tab pulled up where I can watch the stream on YouTube, just so I can make sure that everything looks good from the viewer side. I don't know. But yeah, I really like how this new version came out. It felt more in line with the soundtrack as a whole compared to the original version before it became the Rebel. And ultimately, the person that it was based off of did agree that this track is a lot better than its original form. So I'm glad that it was. I'm really glad that I went back and tackled it, because I was really kicking myself about that track in particular. I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't resonating with it too well. But I'm really glad that this was the outcome. And plus, it's just a really beautiful track. I wanted to gear it more towards that mystical, magical feeling, considering the character's backstory. I had to reload my stream because your stream was glitching so bad I barely managed to close the YouTube tab. Interesting. That is very interesting. What else? I don't know if I share the not the Nomad, the Adventurer. I know I share the Nomad. The Nomad is my track. Yeah, save. Cough. So, shall I app about the remade OC lore? Go for it. You said this was about Willow and Widow. Okay. This track, I can't remember if I shared it, but I do enjoy it. It's a really good track. This might have been the last track that I actually shared before I sealed off the project. And I say sealed off, but in reality, it's more of like this will be the last Music Monday stream that we officially talk about the soundtrack. I don't have any plans to go back to any of the tracks. I think we've touched on every single one of them in one way or another. I'm just literally wrapping things up here, and I'm showing off the stuff that I've worked on the past week, because it's kind of a lot. It's more than I probably should have done, but you know. So let's listen to this track. I believe this is the last track that we have left to cover for this album. And then we'll move on to a cover, because I really want to do a cover tonight. Anyway, this is The Adventure. Yeah, my controller. I like it. It's a really beautiful track. I don't know really what possessed me to write this, but I do really like, especially where these kalimbas come in. I think it's right here. I love the delay effect on them, and it creates a really interesting like harmony. Overall, it's just like this really beautiful piece that just sort of swells and like just gracefully moves. I really don't know what compelled me to write it, but I'm glad that I did. It's not the most in line with the soundtrack, I will not lie. I think this goes back to the Phoenix track in particular, and how I think like this might steer a bit too far away, but I'm really content with how like it sounds in the general sound palette. It is close. It does sound like it's part of the soundtrack. So that is ultimately the goal. I think there's some parts where it's like, okay, this sounds a little interesting. Like it's not in line. The piano in particular doesn't play a huge role in this soundtrack, but that's okay. They're gestures, but I didn't really capture that in their design, so I remade them. I'll probably draw it out soon. One very important part of their new design are these masks. Both Willow and Widow wear. It's loreful, I promise. Masks are a very interesting way of portraying characters. I think it's very interesting when masks are used. I was thinking about I know I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima on stream. It's my first playthrough of Tsushima, and I have been intentionally holding it off until I can play it on stream. But I've been thinking a lot about Yotei as well, the sequel, Ghost of Yotei. Specifically, if you look at the characters of the Yotei 6, who are the snake, the Oni, the Kitsune, the spider, the dragon, and then Lord Saito. I've seen the character designs just because like they're part of a popular game. But I think the characters are all the characters except for like the main villain, Lord Saito, they use masks. And they're very interesting in how they relate to their characters and like what they represent and portray. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, so that was everything that I have that I didn't cover last Music Monday. For Soulcrafters soundtrack. That project is officially done. It is wrapped up. I'm currently working on promo material for it. Weird question. Do you go thrift shopping for clothes? Because I do, and trust me, you get expensive clothes for cheap prices. Something like Nike or Under Armour, for example. I do. Actually, hang on. Let me go get something. I'll be right back. It's in my closet. One of my favorite flannels that I like to wear in the winter, I actually got thrifting. So this flannel I got from just a random oddities shop. Here, hang on. Let me go ahead and put this in the facecam view. Yeah, this I just got for like I think it was like $20 or something at a thrift store. The only problem being, I think, what is it? This? Yeah, it's got a hole in the arm right here, which I'm gonna patch up. But overall, it's a really nice flannel. It's a little too hot to wear right now, but trust me, it is genuinely one of my favorites. I'll tell you the story behind it, because it's a very interesting story. So, the way that I got that jacket was, I was planning on going on a study date sometime in, I think, December. Yeah, December. And the person I was with for the study date, the plan was we were going to go to a different part of town that we've never been to and like look for a place to like set up. They had homework to do. I had music deadlines to meet, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. It'll be good motivation for us both. Um, we both ended up walking around the part of town just exploring, and we wasted the better part of like 5 hours just looking through places. And I came across a thrift shop and oddities place. And what that means is like they had like some weirder stuff. So like taxidermy was like one of their main things. I was like, okay. So, but I found that jacket, that flannel jacket hanging up, and I was like, yo, like this. I was like, this actually looks kind of nice. So I was trying it on, and one of like a mother was in there with her two kids. She turned to me. She's like, you know, that jacket looks really good on you. You should get it. I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. No, I do like thrifting. I am not one for expensive clothing. I don't really care for like name brands. I don't if you've seen my stream wardrobe, I have nothing with logos on it. This is a plain olive green shirt. I have like plain I like plain colored shirts or shirts with like patterns on them. I do not like Louis Vuitton shirts, and I don't like Gucci or Supreme. Like that's just not me. I hate having the most fire outfits, and then Mother Nature sets us all on fire for a whole day. No pun intended, I just realized. No, that's so real, though. Like, cause winter, I have some really good outfits for winter. Summer, I'm not really prepped for. It's usually just, like, t-shirts and jeans and whatnot. But, yeah, winter, like, I'll have, like, good jackets to, like, pair on top of stuff. I have a decent couple of stuff. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's just... I like I like my wardrobe. I need to expand it though, and I think thrifting is a good place to do it. Because you know you never know what heat you're gonna find in the thrift store. I've seen some really funny stuff on Twitter, not Twitter, Instagram about the heat that people find at thrift stores. It's really funny. Okay, we have a cover to make. This is to no one's surprise a Sleep Token cover. This is their song, The Apparition from Take Me Back to Eden. And I really like it. It is a really good song. And I've already done a part of it. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and let's play the part that I've already done. And I'll sort of go through and I'll explain what exactly we're going to be doing today. So, actually, hang on. Perfect, it's working. Okay. I just want to make sure that the mic was working since the piano was not. Okay. Here's what we've got so far for the track. We're not going to keep this. We're probably going to replace it all because it's been months since I've touched this. So let's see where we're at currently.
Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you.
It's very shaky. It's very all over the place. But I do... that particular part of the track is why I wanted to make a cover. Something about it. Something about how it sounds. And I found the backing vocals soloed. And that just sold me even more. First off, hang on. Let's just play the full vocals here. Just on their own. Never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Ooh. It's so good. And then the backing vocals on top of that are like just icing on the cake. Never real. The shifting states you follow me through. Unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Oh, it's so cool. It's genuinely so, like, entrancing. And I want to try and get, like, a fraction of that. I want to try and, like, just lock that in a fraction. The heat is the person wearing it because they're likely going to get burned alive. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I only get expensive clothes because in the future my brother will wear them. And they'll love expensive clothes, but with me, I don't care what brands I wear clothes. Yeah. I am fortunate enough to where I haven't needed hand-me-downs. I do understand why. It's very effective for cost saving, and it makes sense when you have siblings that are growing up right behind you. But I've been fortunate enough to where I have my own wardrobe. My siblings have their own wardrobe. And just generally, like, I found my style is just basic, simple clothes. I would not be surprised if this shirt came from a place like JCPenney's. Something, like, genuinely something cheap. Because, like, I like it. It works. I'm not, like, I'm not a I'm not a fashion guru. But, you know. Hi, Allie! But, you know, I just have a general, like, simple palette when it comes to this. Okay. Shall we record? I need to... Okay, perfect. That is running. Okay, this can go. That was sort of a mock trial. I need the instrumental and probably the vocals. Let's just listen to how this sounds. Grace, I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake, a whisper in my ear. My GC's freaking out. So freaking dead. 12 feet under. I love Walmart Target clothes. I like shopping the Walmart clearance racks every once in a while, but I would much prefer thrifting. I think thrifting is a much more interesting choice. But how are you doing, Allie? How's your day been? Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can do this. Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake, a whisper in my ear. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this scar will never fade. I'm actually going to skip ahead, because there's a large instrumental break. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'Cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. Okay, and then from there we'll go into the harmonies, but I don't want these here because it's going to throw me off entirely. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Okay, I believe that's what's needed for this part. And then we're going to do a separate part for this. Let's go ahead and get a new track here. That I did not need stereo. I have someone blocked. I'm not friends with the creator anymore. I don't talk to anyone else in there, but my only ally is banned. Fun. Oh yeah, it's a great time. It's a fantastic time. But I mean, if you got no one else, if you got no reason to be in there, there's no reason to stay. Okay. Start from like right here, I believe. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Okay. I'm hearing a bit of crackling. I hope that didn't come through, but I'm gonna check that just in case. With me to this day. You and I, my dear. Okay, it's still crackling. I'm gonna try something here. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's worth a try. Playback engine. Oh, dear Lord. No, that's probably not gonna work. But you know what? Let's try bumping it up all the way and see what happens. You and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day, no matter. Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did earlier. See if this works. Okay, this face cam is gonna be the death of me. You and I, my dear. Okay, on the bright side, sounds okay. I just go since it's like 5 a.m. Haven't gotten any sleep and I have to wake up at 9 a.m. Anyway, NJ. Oh yeah, no, get some sleep, NJ. Thank you for tuning in, but please get some sleep. I'm so excited to work on these harmonies and get them done again. Genuinely, like, this is gonna be so Facecam, keyboard, and mic hit you. What's next? I leave the walls. I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know. A suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. That somewhere in the past something was between. Frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. That somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never
Just let me go or take me with you.
Okay, that's actually sounding really good. I'm actually really pleased with that take. Where are we now? Where you never real, shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed, just let me go take me with you. Okay, so now we're on the finale bit of this, which is somewhere over here. I believe it's right here. So let's make trouble in the dream world. Yeah, okay, it's like right here. Oh, let's get a new take in. Or a new thing in here, because I'm gonna do this a little differently. Okay. We ready? Yeah, we are. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide, split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. I'm not happy with that take, purely because I was so distracted by the face cam turning on and freezing in a really distorted way. That was impressive. That's very impressive how a webcam can just shit the bed like that. It's really amazing. Anyway, I'll give it one more chance to reactivate, and then if not, then it's going off for the rest of the stream, because it is way too distracting. And I don't like that. Okay, if it turns on, it turns on. If not, oh well. Let's get that one more try. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the burning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't I fucking mess that up? How the Mandela catalog did do that? That's a good question. I don't know. Also, hey, it's back. We'll see for how long this time. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. Okay, that should be good. Emphasis on should. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. Yeah, no, I'm out of the walls and into the floorboards. I don't know how to describe this to you. My floors are tile. Good luck getting under that. Oh, beautiful. My face cam decided to freeze again. It's back? Hey, it's back. Okay, I guess I'll take it. Alright. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind.
I wake up to a suicide frenzy. Loaded dreams still leave me empty.
Yeah, that compressor's doing a lot of work right now. Hang on.
So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy. Loaded dreams still leave me empty. So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy. Loaded dreams still leave me empty.
Okay, I think for the most part that's good. So does that mean that we have all our main vocals? Let's take a listen.
Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake.
Yeah, let's play that one more time.
Why are you never?
Okay.
Why are
Don't move. No, don't do that. Go back.
why are you never real? Whenever you when why are you here? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake. A whisper in my ear. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear twin.
Was that measure 20?
Was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this scar will never fade.
Trying to figure out what's causing this issue.
So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turn.
I think I know what the problem is. I think I just figured out what the problem is. Conveniently, the camera, the microphone, and the audio are all connected on the same USB extender. I have a smackle of a feeling that USB extender might be dying. The fact that the camera is messing up, the microphone is messing up, and yeah, the audio is messing up. So that's going to have to be something that I replace tomorrow when I'm not busy.
So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory of. I make them.
I heard something very incorrect at the very beginning. What was it?
So let's make trouble in the dream world. In dream.
Is it this?
World. trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silent burn.
Is that 50? Measure 50?
What's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day.
Oh, fuck you.
No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me.
When did this become such like a pain in my ass? I have never once had a problem with Melodyne until like the past month or so. That's right.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
Okay. These past few streams have been oh so very normal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, normal's definitely the word I would use for this. Okay. What I really want to do is I just want to work on these harmonies. I don't even care that this cover doesn't go out. This is literally just going to itch something in my brain. So, yeah. That's currently the plan. Let's go ahead and start that up. Which means we need to reference this right here. You never real the shifting states you follow me through. I'm trying to hear that bottom harmony, but it's a little muddy in there. So let's go and let's just do the top harmony. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Hi, Mello. How you doing? Okay, let's try this. Preferably with that and with that. 32 grains of sand. Heck yeah. Okay, let's do this. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. I think. Let me hear that again. That might be some issues. Might be some issues with that. I'm EP. How are you? I am okay. I say okay. I'm busy. I'm tired. But there's still work that needs to get done. So, you know, I'm vibing. I've been mainly just losing my mind over work these days. It's off the rails right now. I'm gonna turn off the face cam because the face cam just keeps freezing. I think I know why. I think I got a problem shoot that. But I'll do that later. Overall, though, I think there's something in that harmony. I gotta check that again. Or take me with you. Me go. Take me with you. Just let me go. Take me with you. That's the main melody. Me. Take me with you. I think it's that. Let's try that one more time. Wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through. Unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Something like that. And then, okay, let's hear another one very quickly. Are you never real? No, okay. Why are you never real? No, there's something in there. I gotta find it. Are you never real? Never real. Never real. Shifting states you follow me through. Unrevealed. Just let me go. Or I hear a lower harmony there. I'm gonna try and get that right now. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through. Unrevealed. Just let me go. Or I genuinely can't read that harmony. It's so hard. All these harmonies are really layered in there, except for that high one, which I actually want to hear with the main. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through. Unrevealed. Yeah, that needs a bit of work. Hey, what's up, Emmy? Welcome on in. How are you doing? We're working on a Sleep Token cover tonight. I'm trying to find these harmonies, but they're very muddy and very buried in there. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through. Unrevealed. Just let me go. Ooh, that gets a little strained at the end. I don't like that. We'll need to fix that. Hi, I'm Bald. Welcome on in, Bald. I'm Time. That's stupid. Welcome on in, Flurvin Life. How you doing? Real AF? I know. It's so real. I'm also bald. I would show you, but my face cam for some reason is not working. I don't know why. Don't know. Don't really care to know why at this point. Actually, I think I know why. It's probably just like a jacked up USB hub. Okay, let me hear this intro again. Oh shit, fellow bald. Yeah, I'm bald. I'm bald, don't you know? Remains with me to this day, no matter what I do. This wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Okay, you know what's convincing me now that it's definitely the USB hub? Is because that whenever I hit activate Facecam on my webcam, it is now causing the audio to crackle and distort. Welcome on in, Bug. How is Fortnite? I'm gonna quickly go unplug this Facecam and plug it back in somewhere else. Give me one quick second. This is pissing me off, and I gotta fix this now, or it's gonna bother me. Where even is this USB hub? I found it. It's back here. Okay, if that's the case, then I think the audio should be fine then for the rest of the stream. I just need to plug this in elsewhere. Okay, let's see if that works. It was very fun. Is there anything new about Fortnite these days? Anything interesting that happens in Fortnite? Okay, let's see. Is that gonna work? Wow, hey, that actually works. What are the odds? Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. See, I don't believe that note goes there. I'm gonna just go on a whim and say it. What is happening? PSC's very bald. Don't tell him I'm not either. What? You're not bald? Misinformation on the internet. Who'da thunk? It was very fun. Heck yeah. Were you just playing like battle? Were you playing a battle royale, or were you doing like any of the mini games that Fortnite is now known for? It really does feel like Fortnite's just become a Roblox these days. What? You're not bald either? Okay, but I'm liking the way these are stacking now. Are you never real? Never real? Why are you never real? The shifting states you. That's so weird, because there's harmonies that are so close to each other that it's really making it muddy with these isolations. It's real. It's you. Unrevealed. You never real. The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed.
Just let me go or take me with you.
I think I found it. But I'm going to need to do that without any of the extra vocals because I need to like laser focus in on that. I'm burning up over here. No AC or fan. No AC or fan? Jeez, Mello. I've got a secret. Emmy went bald today. Emmy went bald. Oh, congratulations, Emmy. Do you have a large piece of paper? This is true. You can do a large piece of paper. Where's my... I don't know where... I have like a paper fan somewhere in here. It's like one of those fans where you can like open it up and it becomes like a semicircle. You can just fan yourself with it. I have one of those for whenever I'm out at like parades and stuff because those get really hot. Okay, let's try this. One more time, just listening to it. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. I lost it. No, I lost it there. The shifting states you follow me through. Shifting states you follow me through. One closer to an espresso martini? What does that mean? Wait, the going bald part or the paper? I'm confused. Are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Take me with you. I think, me thinks. We're going to try this a couple times. I don't have a large piece of paper. Darn. That would have been the best way of pulling off. Okay, do I have a track for this? None of these are armed, but I think it's this one. This one might be it. Okay. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Okay, I have no idea if that's actually correct. Where is Melodyne? Melodyne, perfect. Let's get that transcribed in. Why are you never real? The intrusive thoughts to just sleep outside, but coyotes exist. I would not recommend that. I really would not recommend sleeping outside with wild animals. They tend to be a little observant of that. Okay, let's try and fix the pitch drift a little bit. I don't think we use a whole lot of need for pitch drift here. Why are you never real? The shift. Whoa! Shifting states you follow me through. Did not mean to solo that. I want to take everything off and then. Actually, let's go and just mute this. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Okay, holy crap, that is getting there. That is getting there. There are some parts where it really hits, and that it's like on the never. That is awesome, man. Time concert when? So I put in a submission for TwitchCon. We shall see if they get back to me. I don't know what I would perform live. I might do the Apparition live. I don't know. Just because I really like this track and I really like how it how well I can sing like that. Ascends casually. No, that seriously, no, I'm ascending too. This is like so cool. I'm actually really happy with this right now.
Never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed.
Speaking of harmonies, I was listening to Clarity for like a good hour. The regular version or the God Complex version? Whoa, that is the wrong note. What am I? Oh, this is the wrong track. Wrong track. That's why.
Take me with you.
There we go. God Complex. Yeah, God Complex is so good, man. They're phenomenal. I believe they're performing at Offkai this week.
Why are you never real? The shifting states you.
Hang on.
The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you.
Okay, let's try that now. Let's see if that works.
Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you.
Okay, yeah, that is awesome. I want to hear the lead up into it though. Let me see. Okay, no, I don't want to record anything.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you
I might need to work on that
turn
one in
up
terms of
the
breath thing.
revelries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me
I
empty.
believe
That somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through unrevealed. Just let me go take me with you.
Do 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 do.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
I really like this song, and I like the message of it too. Yeah, let's go over the lyrics just a little bit, just to sort of understand what the song's about. Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake. A whisper in my ear. Well, I believe somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this scar will never fade. It's very interesting because I like the general message of it. It's very much of like a past relationship that's coming to haunt you. Which, if you guys are following along with the Broken Mirror storyline, Descent actually features a lot of that imagery of being haunted by a relationship, and purposefully. As we've discussed in the past with like the lore of that album, Serenity is meant to be like the physical embodiment of like desire and like wants. So the fact that she's always like looming over the shoulders of Aaron in Desire, it's very much parallel to what we're doing, or to what this song's about, which is why I chose to do a cover of it. If I could, I would love to have this cover as part of the album, but I can't. I did not know what possessed me to listen to Suki Suki Daisuki on freaking loop. I do not know what that song is. There's another harmony somewhere. Where is it? Is it here?
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory go.
Is it here?
Wherever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know
No,
she will disappear.
just as I awake, you whisper in my ear.
Well, I believe,
There it is.
well, I believe that somewhere in the past
Something was between
you and I,
my
dear,
dear.
and it remains
Remains
with me to this day.
day.
No
No
matter what I do, the scar will never fade.
It's somewhere in there. It's buried. I would need to pull it out somehow. Can I actually? Hang on. Let's try something very quickly. I'm curious how this will pop up, but I want to know. Give me a piano for now. I don't need anything fancy. Okay. Will these harmonies pop up? That is the question. Polyphonic sustain. Some of them. Okay.
Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, the scar will never fade.
Yeah, no, that was that was a long shot. I knew that was gonna be a long shot. Oh, geez, so off topic. What's off topic? What are you gonna say? Well, I believe somewhere in the past something was between you and I. I went to Pride and holy guacamole, this booth I saw in the artwork. I was supposed to go to Pride on Saturday, but I got bogged down with so much work I couldn't. I was supposed to be a part of the Pride parade, but unfortunately, yeah, I just got too bogged down with work to go. Ironic, considering I was supposed to go for work. I would have been representing PlayStation in the Pride parade, which I've done it before. I have a shirt that says, I believe it's "Play Out Proud." I don't know if that's still their slogan this year, but but from what I've heard, the stories of Pride parade this year were very interesting. Seems there was a little bit of uncoordination, leading to some miscommunication. But overall, heard it was a good event. Believe somewhere in the past something was between you and I. I can't hear that. Is there even a harmony there? Believe somewhere in the past something was between. I'm gonna like record this bit by bit. I think that's the only way to do that. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear. It remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, the sky will never fade. I don't. Some parts were good.
Something was between you and I, my dear.
You and I, my dear. Okay, I think I found it. I think I found it. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this sky will never fade. I don't know what that last part is. Hang on, let me hear that again. The sky will never fade. 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 Fade. The sky will never fade. Okay. The sky will never fade. I think. Don't worry, twin. I took my homosexual claw candy to Pride Fest. You still technically went. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that I could technically go. I believe somewhere in the past
Something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, the sky will never fade.
Hey, that sounds pretty good. I'm kind of liking that. Let me go ahead and put this on like this. I can't do that. I kind of forgot. That is vocoded. I don't really have a choice in that. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and
it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this scar will never fade.
Did I say the words right on that take?
The scar will never fade.
This scar will never fade. I'm gonna redo that. This scar will never fade. Okay, let's try that. Try that just a teeny tiny bit. This needs to come down.
No matter what I do, this scar will never fade.
Ah, it sounds so good. I might be cooked. Why do you say you might be cooked? What yeah, what makes you say that? Like, hello? I love this beat.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turned up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't.
There's like a slight there's like a slight hesitancy in that take, and I don't know what to think. The deformed twig somehow appeared in my comment section. I thought he died. The deformed twig. How did the deformed twig appear in your comment section? That's what I want to know. That's the mystery of tonight's Unravel. Okay, let me hear this again.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turned up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. That's some.
Okay, let's see how that sounds.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turned up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most.
Hang on, I think something's wrong here.
Let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turned up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
Debatable, but
Leave me empty. That somewhere in the past,
kind of works.
something was
I don't know, bro. He just found my
between
happy post and has been commenting
you
on
and I,
them ever
my
since.
dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you.
I don't think I can hit that note, at least not tonight.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
I think right there, somewhere like there. Buster says to Mariah Carey this bitch. I don't think I have the vocal cords of Mariah Carey to hit that note. Ooh. Ooh. Cause like here, let's take a listen to that note very quickly. It's all the way up there. I can hit everything else comfortably, but that one note is so high up there.
In the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
I think that's close.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind.
Okay, yeah, I think that'll work for now. I love your layout. Does this mean I can live? I guess. I mean, if Deformed Twig is saying so, yeah. I can't write music. Why not Mellow? Still having writer's block? I cannot hit that note. That is out of my range. Question is, do we finagle it? Like, do we try and go for it and try and fall flat on our face probably 10%, 20% of the time, 80% of the time, but try and rely on that 20% to get us through? I don't know. I don't know, man. I would need a new audio track for this because it's processed a little differently. It appears I'm still alive, so hey, I take that as a good sign. If he's not hunting you, then yeah, take that as a good sign. Because like I don't even think I can't falsetto that either. Not that it is a falsetto, but I can't even falsetto that. It's too high. I don't know the plans here. It's like I can barely hit that note, but it's so uncomfortable. I don't know if I could hit that long enough. Okay. Let's give this a try. I keep forgetting it's on 3. I missed that timing. Hang on, let's try that one more time. Nope, that is not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Oh, that is not gonna work in the slightest. Or is it here? I think yeah. All this can go. But yeah, no, that is not gonna work on any planet. Okay, let's try that now. Unsolo everything.
Take me with you. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turn up. Take me with you. So let's make me with you.
Okay, that's bothering me just a tiny bit. Let's go and let's just clean that up. Performance-wise. Yeah, just center them a lot more and then clean up the drift a little bit. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Take me with you. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of. I make the most of the turning tide and to split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
Nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we'll record that like. Actually, no, we need a separate one. Okay, I don't need an instrument track. That's just force of habit. Mono track, yep. And the reason we need a second one is because it's processed a little differently. Where are we? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. And with that, what we're going to do is I'm going to drag this up here just so I can see it against the thing. Disarm the track for now. I need Little Ultra Boy. And we're going to format and shift this down. Yeah, perfect. I think it's like right here or something, and then it just traipses out like this. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Honestly, this track's pretty well done. There's like a bunch of like minor stuff that needs to get done, but for the most part, the general strokes are there.
Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake, a whisper in my ear. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this scar will never fade.
Oh, that's a really good harmony.
So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turned up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty. I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory of I make the most of the turning tide and just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be the last time you turned up in the reveries of my mind. I wake up to a suicide frenzy, loaded dreams still leave me empty.
That no longer sounds like an ooh. That sounds like a hmm. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. Overall though, yeah. That's awesome. This is really well done. Let me save here. It's been a while since we've saved. But yeah, no, that harmony's coming together really nicely.
Never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you. Never heal. Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. And let's put the melody on top.
Why are you never real? The shifting states you follow me through, unrevealed. Just let me go or take me with you.
You know what's so cool about doing these covers is that I'm basically reverse engineering these harmonies, and I'm getting closer and closer to like how I would envision myself, like creating like more complex harmonies. Because like in no way would I think of these harmonies. What's up, Mello? I got chicken butted. Damn it.
Just let me go or take me with you.
Man, that's awesome. Ah, that is great. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Do we have any friends that are alive right now? Out of curiosity. I had a really great time working on all this music and showing stuff off. Tina is live. I was gonna say hi to Tina. What's Tina doing? Tina's playing Overwatch. That makes me upset, but you know what? It's Tina. I can't. Okay. We'll be live again tomorrow. I'm going to shift up some stuff. Tomorrow we will be doing Soul Crafters. Wednesday I'm going to see about continuing our charity event. With Kiki and with Kalis, because holy crap, you guys broke 3 of our 8 incentives already. Jeez. Thursday we will be doing Voyagers of Nira, I believe. Friday I will not be here. I will be I won't be home for a stream. Saturday we will be back for session 2 of Fate Breakers. Sunday we will probably not be live because I have so much shit that needs to get done. And then the cycle will repeat. Somewhere in there will be a Scrap Mechanics stream because the new game, the new update is dropping on Friday. But I got to figure out when the hell that's going to be. So anyway, bear with me, guys. These next couple of weeks are going to be very busy as I wrap up some more projects and, yeah, go through the regular cycle of things. Okay, let's go say hi to Tina, shall we? The lovely, lovely twitch.tv/Teeners. Okay, so yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be live for Soul Crafters in order to get stuff done. And yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. But unfortunately, I got you out. So I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.